All right, everybody, this is Colin, otherwise known as JG9, and welcome to the end of the year on what has been a crazy year for the channel, as you've probably been able to tell. I do this every year, a State of the Union almost, where I just go over the year of 2024, some goals I've got for 2025, and some updates on the future of the channel, and some other stuff, because a lot changed in 2024, as you could probably tell if you were watching this whole time. 2024 was the second year that I'd be able to do this as my full-time job. I started the channel back in 2019 while I was in law school. I graduated with my JD and my MSLB in 2022, and ever since 2023, this has been my full-time job. So 2024 was the second year of this, and if you ever wonder if the feeling wears off that you get to do this for a living, it really doesn't. Of course, there are some days that are better than others. There are some parts of the job that are better than others, but I never take for granted the fact that because of your support, I'm able to do this for a living and just talk football and talk sports with all of you. I'm able to work in my apartment with this incredible setup behind me. I'm able to be my own boss, and I'm able to just be myself and learn about NFL history and have fun and do some crazy things. And it's all because of you guys and all the support that you have given me, whether it's donating on stream, buying a membership, or by watching the videos and being there on the streams and liking the vids and commenting to help in the algorithm. I truly want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making all of this possible, each and every one of you. And I'm so blessed to be able to do this as my full-time job in 2025. And one of the things that you probably noticed when it came to this year was that we really upped the workload, especially from a streaming perspective. This year was the busiest year on the channel, and you could probably see that. Last year, I streamed all the primetime games and the national NFL games, and then I did a few other things like Trivia Night, some Q&A streams, but it wasn't anything crazy, at least not like it is now, where I feel like most of my life is spent streaming. I'm on every single day. If I'm not on a streaming one day, it feels like something went wrong, because this year, things were insane. I decided that we were going to stream the Olympics. I said that at the recap in 2023, because why not? The Olympics, I love the Olympics, and I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. I know I said last year I was going to do an entire Olympic-themed channel, but I opted against that at the end of the day because memberships don't carry over from one channel to another, so I wouldn't be able to have all the emojis and have the same interaction in the chat as I do on the main channel. So if you're wondering why all my streams are on this channel and not on the other channels, like why don't I do college football streams on JG8, that's why. Plus, copyright for the Olympics is absolutely brutal. It is something that I did not want to really deal with. But I streamed the Olympics, which was the first non-football sporting event that I ever streamed on here. I did all 2.5 weeks, and the success of that was great. We got a lot of new subs from it. A lot of people found my channel through that and enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it too. It was a lot of long days, a lot of early days, but it was absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait for the next Olympics in 2026 for the wintertime and 2028 in Los Angeles. And while it was fun to call the Olympics, that was also sort of a dry run and a trial run to see if we could stream other sports and see if other people would be interested in if I were to stream stuff besides the NFL. What if I were to just talk sports and watch the games with you guys and interact with you guys and commentate, get some announcing skills in there and whatnot. Obviously, JG9 is going to stay an NFL history channel. All the videos you see will forever be about NFL history. Nothing is changing there. There is still so much content that I need to get to, so much that I haven't gotten into yet. Nothing is changing there. Every video on the channel is NFL related, so don't worry, we're not going to have any videos about other sports or other controversies. But in terms of streaming, we've definitely opened things up a ton. We did college football. That was a last-minute decision for me to do college football. I was not expecting to do college ball, but I was like, you know what? Why not? So I got all my helmets back from New York, brought them back over here to my place in Phoenix. I lived in New York with my parents, and then I moved out here in 2019 to go to law school and everything, but I had a bunch of stuff in New York. I had to bring that all back to Phoenix, all the college helmets, and I just kept adding more and more college helmets because it was a last-minute decision. I had no idea that I was going to do it, and man, that was a decision that took up a lot of time. A lot of time that took up, but it's been fun. We did college football, and in some ways, those streams have been more popular than the actual NFL streams. It's weird because with the NFL streams, there's a ton of other creators that stream the games at the same time. Tom Grossi does all the primetime games. There are a lot of people that do the games. But college, I'm one of the only ones to do Maction on Tuesday nights. I'm one of the only ones to do some of the games. And on Saturday, I'm usually one of the biggest streamers out there doing the games regularly, not counting bot accounts that just are not human beings. In terms of actual human beings, I'm one of the biggest ones in terms of college football somehow, which is insane to me. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. We did some college basketball. We're going to still do some college basketball. We're doing a whole bunch of other sports. We've got a lot planned in 2025. Baseball, NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup. We got a lot of stuff coming up. I went back and checked, and I kid you not, in 2024, we did 315 streams. 315 separate streams, with each of those streams going on for hours upon hours. In the case of what happened a few Saturdays ago, a 12-hour marathon stream. That was a lot. You guys have been super receptive to it. I love doing it. And believe me, we're going to have even more streams in 2025. More than 315. Because the door is open to do other sports besides football for streaming purposes. We'll be streaming just about every single day in 2025 in some capacity. I'll probably be on at minimum for 4 hours a day, and that's at minimum. We're going to have a lot of games, including all the UFL games, all the NFL games, all the college football games, a lot of college basketball games. We'll have a March Madness stream, so don't you worry about that. I know a lot of people ask, am I going to stream March Madness? That's going to happen. And at the end of the day, I get to watch sports and talk sports with you guys, and that is awesome. I love it. Having said that, obviously, there are only so many hours in the day. And when I created my other channels, I was not streaming at all. And I never imagined how many hours I devote to that. I never thought I would be streaming. And now look at me. I do on average 3 NFL games a week, 5 college football games a week. So that's 8 football games that average 3.5 hours a piece, plus overtime on stream, if you know what that is. If you've never been to a JG9 live stream before, I leave the door open after a lot of these streams so you can send requests and I'll watch them on stream. We do a lot of weird and wacky stuff. It's a lot of fun, but that goes on for a while. Plus the time getting ready for those streams, plus other Q&A streams, college basketball streams, other sporting streams. It is a lot. The week before Christmas, in that 7-day stretch, I was on stream for 43 hours. And this doesn't include the prep work that goes into each stream in terms of research, getting the graphics, and it also doesn't include the actual videos that I put out, which is the main purpose of the channel. The streaming is just a side thing. The main purpose of the channel is to get history videos out. That's what I love doing. I love doing everything, but I love getting these history videos out. And those take a while to do and a lot of research to do for that. So 43 hours of streaming, plus the actual time it spends to make a video, which usually takes about, I would say in terms of the research and getting the graphics and writing the script and everything, about 6 to 7 hours per video. Plus on top of that, it's every single day. So you do the math on that. It's a lot. And this also doesn't include helping out a ton of other YouTubers with their own copyright issues, trying to get sponsorship deals, email people and whatnot. Basically, you get the idea. My entire life at this point is basically my baby, and I'm running out of hours. You saw that in the Week of the Life video. And the time I spent working on those channels has now been spent on streaming. But in 2025, that's going to change. I'm going to find some way to squeeze even more hours in. Nothing's changing in terms of the streaming besides we're going to up the ante, and we're going to add some more content as well. Now, when it comes to JG7, don't expect anything there anytime soon. Copyright's been a bit of a nightmare for a lot of baseball content creators as of late. But on JG8, that is coming back. I've got so many cool history videos and dumb decisions that I can't wait to share with you guys. And then with JG9 News, I'm going to make my resolution this year, my main resolution, to put out 1 video a day on the channel. 1 video a day, nothing crazy, just 1 video a day where I'm talking in front of the camera and talking about something happening in the NFL. That was the channel that probably took the biggest hit from me streaming like crazy. I'm disappointed that I didn't get to do more with it in 2024, but in 2025, I promise you, that is going to change. Just got to get into the habit and whatnot and do all that. And of course, nothing changes with JG9. Daily uploads, sometimes twice a day uploads. The grind does not stop on this channel, as you can probably tell. No one is going to outwork me on this platform. I'm going to do whatever I can to give you as much content as possible, because I'm at a point where there's only so many hours out there, and I want to spend a ton of them creating content and getting videos out consistently and timely. Now, this year wasn't without its struggles, and one of the biggest challenges and unfortunate situations by far was what happened with JG9 Live, the trivia game that we used to do every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern for cash prizes. I had a ton of fun making the questions and whatnot. You always impressed me with how much you knew. It was so much fun doing that game show. However, if you watch the Week of the Life vid or in the loop on that, or you are just clueless as to what's going on, what happened to the trivia, the extension that I've been using for the last 4 years for that show, it shut down. It went bankrupt, went out of business. It just went kaput with no announcement whatsoever. And I was basically left in the dark. I thought I was going to go live for trivia one night, and turns out the extension just shut down. I want to get the game show up and running again. The problem is that I've not been able to find a viable alternative for an extension. It is not really working out right now. QuizKit was great and almost everything I wanted, and a lot of the other platforms either don't have that or they cost an absurd amount of money that it wouldn't be worth it at all. Believe me, I love doing these trivia shows. I love Stump the Schwab. I love researching the questions. I love having something like that on my channel. It is really unique. No one else really has that on YouTube. But that's on hiatus for now while I look at alternative quiz hosting platforms. So not canceled, but on hiatus for now. If I can find something, I'll let you know. It is going to come back, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I'll announce it if and when a relaunch happens. I got to tinker and mess with a few things when it comes to the platform. Now, in terms of changes for 2025, besides obviously trying to get JG9 Live back up and running, and outside of increasing my workload, I can't say I have anything really in mind. I'm already doing a whole lot, and it's a one-man operation right now, and I know realistically that it's not going to work out if I try and add a lot more to my plate in terms of, a new channel, a new idea for this. Now, there are going to be a lot of changes that you notice. I'm going to add some new music for videos, so it's not just the same background loop. I've got a lot more helmets now than I did last year, which you can probably tell with the streams in the backgrounds. I'll be doing some cool things as well that I don't want to reveal just yet, only because I don't know if it's going to happen. I have a vision in my mind, and I'm very particular with that vision, and I don't know if I can get that vision exactly how I want it. But I don't have any new channels or new studios or anything like that to announce. If you like things the way they are right now, you have absolutely nothing to be worried about because nothing is changing except for the frequency of the uploads and the live streams, which is going to increase. I have milestones that I want to hit, obviously. Like, I want to have 1,000 videos across all my channels, including the live streams. And obviously, we're on the push for 100,000 subscribers. Do I think we get that in 2025? Probably not, but hopefully we can get that silver plaque sooner rather than later. That would be awesome. It would be so cool to have that on stream. But in terms of anything specific that's getting added or a circle the date moment, not a whole lot other than just keeping the grind going and making this the #1 place on YouTube to learn about NFL history and watch sporting events. I want to make this a destination for a lot of you guys. It already is for most of you or a fair amount of you. I want to make it for even more people because I love the community we built and I want to expand that community even more. And if one of those events comes up like a circle the date moment, I'll be the first to let you know about it. Don't you worry. I might have something in mind for the College Football Championship on January 20th. No promises on that. We are definitely streaming that game, but I might have something else planned that I'm hoping I can get done on that day for that game. I'm going to hold myself to that. If I can do it, it's going to be awesome. No promises. Fingers crossed on that. It is a surprise. I will let you know if and when that happens. Having said that, though, what you're going to get in 2025 from me is basically me on steroids. Tons of content, tons of streams, tons of exciting stuff about NFL history, tons of noticeable upgrades to the studio with the helmets that you've seen, and tons more. There is no off season. We are going to be hitting the ground running as we have done for a while now. So with that, I appreciate you guys a ton. And I hope that all of you have a happy, healthy, and a safe new year. I hope that 2025 is great for all of you. And thank you guys for making this all possible. And 2025 hopefully is the best year yet. And I will see you guys soon for what should be a really fun and exciting year on JG9. Until next time, JG9 signing off. And as always, go Jags.